Ladies and gentlemen, may I have a moment of your time, please? The wine poured in your glasses was made from an Aboriginal grape variety. Aboriginal means local, and we almost lost them. I'm sure you all remember what happened in the past. 30 years ago, there was a movement that led to a tragedy. They wanted to get rid of all the vineyards in the country. Yes, they waged a war on wine. Hundreds of grape varieties, unfortunately, sunk into oblivion. The livelihoods of many were crippled in the process. However, the Three Queens variety has successfully risen from the ashes. This variety of grape is here with us again. As you can see, this type of wine tastes fantastic. Give it a try, everyone. This is an excellent wine.
So for the record, at his own apartment in the city, we discovered the body of the director and owner of the winery in the town of Chernomorsk. Mikhail Pogodin. The victim's year of birth is 1958. Next to the body of the deceased, we found medication. What do you think, Detective? Maybe these are his. Perhaps he was taking those medicines regularly.
It's not wise to make that conclusion just yet. We'll have to wait for the medical report.
Scattered around the room are several pieces.
So I said to him, "Hey Dad, how about you buy me a new car?" And guess what he said? "How about you ask your fiancé to buy you a car?" And I said, "Daddy, you know perfectly well that he can't do that." But on the plus side, he is so handsome. We will have beautiful babies, which means I made the right choice in life.
Xenia.
Don't look at me like that. There's nothing to worry about, okay? Because when my father finally meets you, he'll realize that you're not just a pretty face, and that you have something in here, and that is worth a lot. Come here, kiss me.
Xenia, please don't. Don't do that. We're out in public.
Hey, by the way,
Thank you.
prepare yourself next weekend. We're going to Paris. Me, you, Mommy, and Daddy. And I'm telling you, you can't say no to me this time. Because 20 people are going, and we'll all be there to celebrate the anniversary of my parents. My daddy rented this amazing villa, so there's absolutely no way for you to wriggle your way out of
I'll
it.
think about it.
You don't have to think about it. I thought it all through. Just do as I say.
Hold on, wait a second.
I said no phones when you're with me.
This may be my academic supervisor calling me.
When you're with me, just focus on me.
Give me the phone back. Hello, who is this?
Is there Viktor Pogodin?
Yes, what do you need?
There was an accident involving your father. We need you to come here to Chernomorsk immediately.
What happened to my father?
He's dead.
He's what?
I don't understand, Colonel. If the door was open, they had to use their own key. There's no evidence of breaking and entering.
Which only means it didn't happen in the house, but in the son's apartment instead.
His wife lives in their country house. The whole town practically knows that their relationship is on the rocks. Actually, it wasn't she who made the call, but his manager. He called us up. Pogodin did not show up at the factory for 3 days already. He tried calling him, but he wasn't picking up. His son Viktor left for school in Moscow years ago.
Ah, so the son is in Moscow, you say? Uh-huh.
You're not going to Paris with us, right? I moved heaven and earth to make this trip possible. Listen, they told you your dad had an accident. There's nothing you could have done to save him, so what's the point of going there? If you need money, don't worry. My family will lend it to you. Just name your price.
Zhenya, just shut up, would you?
Have you forgotten who you're talking to right now? Have you forgotten what I've done for you? I'm standing here before you, begging you not to leave. And you haven't even proposed to me the entire time we've been together. I've been patient with you. I have the luxury of choosing any man I want. Come on, just tell me the truth, Viktor. Tell me, who really called you? I don't believe it. What if it's just a setup?
What setup are you talking about, Zhenya? He was murdered! Murdered, do you understand that? I have a plane to catch in 2 hours. I have to go now. My mom's there.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
991-793 on the line.
You called, sir?
Mr. Yuri, it will only take a minute. Please have a seat. What do we have on Pogodin?
Everyone stay on high alert. I repeat.
He was a pretty prominent public figure in this town. It's a high-profile case.
Here's what I have, sir. The medical examiner is still working on it, but here's the preliminary body examination. A blow to the head delivered by a heavy blunt object. Maybe he fell on his own? He lost consciousness and then bled to death.
That's not good at all. The man was only 56. We often went around in the same circles. He was nice. I can't seem to recall anything bad about him.
Colonel, we're following up on every scenario. Maybe he had some competitors.
His business isn't doing well lately. Because his hot temper is a liability. I would like to say he's the conservative type. He neither understood nor recognized anything new.
I think otherwise. He was a very honest man, and he was fearless. I personally confirmed it's true. I'm suspecting something else, and they're not about Pogodin's business. They're about his private life.
And what is it?
You are aware that his wife is having an affair, right?
She is? Why do you think I'd know such things? I don't like gossip. Those are for bored women only, who have nothing better to do.
He didn't show up at home nor at work for 3 days, and that didn't seem to bother you at all? You didn't call him. You didn't think to ask where he was?
Listen, Detective, I told you already. My husband is a stubborn man who has a short temper. He always had a clear view of what he wanted. He wouldn't listen to anybody, and that includes me. He lived a secluded life, and to be honest, he didn't let anyone in. Even his family.
When was the last time you saw your husband alive?
I didn't rush to look for him at first because over the past few months, he hasn't been living here, but in another apartment. The one he bought for our son. He only came here to pick up some papers that he needed for work.
That day was the last time?
The last time? He came here last Friday.
I'm sorry to ask this. But were you planning to divorce your husband?
How dare you? How dare you? How could you ask such personal questions? Oh, good grief. That has nothing to do with my husband's death. Nothing at all. Why would you ask that? Excuse me, officer. I need to take my sedatives because everything's so overwhelming. I need to calm down first. We are all adults here. Everything's different now. Relationships between adults get complicated as time passes by. 23 years married, that's long enough to...
Long enough to grow tired of each other?
No. Long enough to take a break from each other. And we were not going to get a divorce. Anyway, our son is getting his master's degree at a good university in Moscow. And well, he'll be here any minute now, and he can't see me like this. He's been through enough trauma as it is. I'm begging you, please leave me alone.
All right, I'll get going. But keep in mind that I will be back. Please tell me, are you familiar with the will your husband left behind?
I can't believe how insensitive you are. What will are you talking about? I have no idea about that. I'm not stupid. I know what you're trying to say. Get out of my house. Get out of here. And don't ever come back.
Darling, please calm down. Please calm down. Come here. It's all right. Just take it easy. It's gonna be all right. Everything will be all right. Your son Viktor will be here soon, so calm down, please.
Sergey, my love.
You better greet him with no tears in sight, right?
All right.
There you go, good. I gotta go.
No, please don't leave me alone.
Ella.
No, Sergey, don't leave me.
Ella, darling, please get a hold of yourself. We're in a tricky situation right now.
No.
Listen to me. You must expect the authorities will be snooping around here for some time. Listen,
No.
that's why you'll have to do your best not to say anything wrong.
I can't do
All right?
this. I can't
Yes,
do
you
this.
can. Pull
I
yourself
can't do this,
together.
Sergey.
Yes, you can.
I'm begging you, don't leave me alone. Sergey.
All right, I'll
please.
talk to my uncle. Don't you worry.
Will you really come back?
Yes, I'll come back. I
You will?
promise you. Just leave the back door open so I can sneak in easily.
All
I
right.
just hope your son won't be waiting at your bedroom door. Can you make sure of that?
Sergey. Sergey.
You didn't take your medicine?
What?
Did you take your medicine?
I don't remember anymore. I don't remember, Sergey.
Look, Ella, darling, you have to take your medicine. Please sit down. That's it. Take this. There. Very good.
Sergey, my love.
I have to go.
I love you so much. Sergey, I love you. I'm so scared, Sergey. Darling,
Ella,
I can't
relax.
do this alone. I need you beside
Darling,
me. Please don't
please,
leave
you
me,
need to
Sergey.
pull yourself
I'm begging
together.
you.
Don't ever let your guard down, all right?
Yes.
Do you understand? I really have to go now. Please get your act together.
Why did we have to come here and not just meet in your office? Afraid someone's spying on us? Let's talk about Mr. Pogodin's last will.
The last will was written 2 years ago, and it is clearly stated who is his successor. Mr. Pogodin chose to leave his winery, the vineyards, and their house to his wife, Mrs. Ella Pogodin. The son will inherit only the apartment and a small amount of money.
Why didn't he make his son his successor?
I'm sorry, but my area of expertise is documents. Documents. If you were to ask me as a person and not based on my position, then listen carefully. First, obviously, he rightfully believed that the mother would look after their only child, although that child is a 23-year-old man. Secondly, Pogodin loved her very much. She's very beautiful. A mysterious woman, I would say. Anyway, you had your chance to see that. And I'm sure you would agree with my assessment. So, can I help you with anything else?
No. Thank you for your time.
If that's the case, then I'll go ahead. I have a meeting.
Flight 1844 from Moscow to Chernomorsk has arrived. To all the passengers, please go to the baggage area to collect your luggage. May you have a good day ahead.
Viktor! How are you? I'm so sorry. Come over here. I'm sorry for your loss. All right, let's go now.
Pavel, how is Mother handling everything?
I should tell you the whole truth now. It's better that you hear it from me than from other people.
What is it?
She has been seeing a very young man, long before this happened, actually. She fell in love with someone else. That's what she said, and she didn't keep it a secret anymore. That's how her relationship with your father ended.
Hang on, what young man are you talking about? What are you trying to say?
Just what I said. She had an affair with a young man who could be her son.
That's a lie, you hear me? That can't be true.
Victor.
What?
You are a grown-up now, so don't deny the truth. You have to learn how to handle the truth, no matter how it hurts.
Stop lying once and for all! You are lying because you hate my mother! And you have always hated her. I've known this since I was a child.
You will see for yourself.
Nah, you can save it. I'm not going anywhere with you. Don't speak ill of my mother again!
You have an appointment at 6 at the mayor's office, Mr. Ilya. There will be reporters from all the local TV channels.
Okay.
Refreshments for the buffet are ready.
Get a better cognac for my storage. Do it right now.
Of course, I already did, sir.
Attaboy, very good job. You get an A for behavior.
Uncle Ilya, I need a quick word. Dennis, you can go now.
Mr. Ilya, should I go?
Dennis!
What do you want?
I think you already know why I'm here.
Of course I know why. The whole town is talking about what happened. Did that detective go to see her?
Yes, he did.
We have to be more careful. What about the will? I'm sure it's been released. Who did he leave the winery to?
She got it.
And well?
Well, what? Why are you looking at me like that? No, I'm not going to marry her, Uncle. So don't even bother asking me. I'm not going to marry that old hag. No way.
Don't you tell me what to do. I'll decide myself whether I'll order you to marry her or not. For now, I will ask one thing. Just be careful. Got that?
Uncle, listen to me.
Hey, don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Well, you know that's bad luck. What is it?
Could you close this case quicker, huh? That detective investigating the case won't stop until he gets to the bottom of this. I heard them talking the next room. I know you can make him stop with just one phone call.
Oops! This looks like a check to me. Check!
Hello. Yes, Mr. Ilya, I'm listening. I got it, Mr. Ilya. I understand. Yes. Yes, but... All right, Mr. Ilya. I will put an end to it.
Everyone, please stand by. High alert at all times.
Get me Detective Litvinov right this instant.
He's out now, and we'll be back today, Colonel.
Call him and get him back here right now! I want him in here today!
All right, sir.
Mom!
Victor,
Mom!
I'm so glad to see you.
Don't worry, I'm here now. It's all right, Mom. Don't be afraid. I'm here now. Mom, everything's gonna be okay. It's all right. Calm down. I'm here for you.
Oh, my dear.
Let's go to the house, okay? Right. Hold on to me. Come on. It's okay. Everything will be all right. Calm down.
I'm sorry I couldn't meet with you earlier. I had to meet Viktor. He's Pogodin's son.
So he already came home, I see.
Yes, he just arrived today, but I have a favor to ask. Could you please leave the boy alone at least until the funeral? He's a little, worked up right now.
He is 23 years old. He's already an adult.
Really? He's still too young in my eyes. I've known him since he was a little boy. His father was my best friend.
I understand. Do you have any suspicions about his death?
You mean, who killed him, right? No doubt one of his competitors. Mikhail was an honest man. Do you know how much he did for the wine industry in our region? All the native grape varieties. He reintroduced them. Everything he produced here is genuine, which means no powder-based wine. That's why they hated him. They hated his guts. I can tell you a lot of stories about it.
Aren't you scared?
I'm not easily scared. We dealt with gangsters back in the 90s, and we faced them head on. I've always had Mikhail's back, no matter the obstacles.
Yes, Colonel, what do you need? You mean right now? Understood. I'm sorry, but could we resume this conversation some other day?
Sure.
I'll get going. What sort of suicide is that, Colonel? All the facts say otherwise. I just got back from Pogodin's winery. I talked to his best friend. He manages the factory and said Pogodin ruffled some feathers. I'm telling you, Pogodin had enemies.
Am I your superior or what? I already said it was suicide, so don't you dare question my integrity! Are you disobeying your superior's orders? Did it even cross your mind that maybe we found evidence you're not aware of?
And what would that be? Show it to me then. I'm investigating this case, and they still haven't given me the autopsy results.
And they'll never do! You better listen carefully and get it through your head. It was suicide, that's it! You've already proven yourself to be the best detective in our precinct. What else do you want? Huh?
The whole truth.
The whole truth? What a fool.
Oh, Dad.
Honey,
Yes, Zhenya?
I know maybe now is not the right time, but I wanted to give you some good news to cheer you up. Our Paris trip is not cancelled. Darling, I made the impossible possible. I convinced my parents to postpone the celebration of their wedding anniversary for one more week. Why are you so quiet? Now tell me I'm a sexy genius.
Listen, tomorrow's my father's funeral. I can't talk right now. You have to understand that, Zhenya.
When are you coming back, honey? Are you even coming back?
I think it's too early to talk about that.
Tell me that you still love me. Or is it too early to talk about that too?
Why don't we change the subject, huh?
What else do you want to talk about, huh?
You know what? I'll call you later. Goodbye.
Here we go, like this. Cheers, my friend.
Hi there, Pavel.
Good evening.
Like that.
Dad, where have you been? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You could have called that you're coming home late. Do you want to eat?
No, thank you. I'm good. Sit with me for a while.
Is Viktor here already?
He is.
How is he?
We haven't talked properly. He couldn't take it when I told him about his mother. I don't know. He seems like a total stranger.
Yeah. I see he has become a total stranger.
Excuse me, Ekaterina. I need to sleep already.
You
The
should.
funeral's tomorrow at 12. Are you coming?
Of course I'm coming. Good night, Dad.
Good night to you too.
Hey, who the hell are you?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it! Stop it now, Sergei! Don't hurt him, son.
What are you
Please don't.
doing here?
Please
Who
calm
is
down.
that, huh? How the heck did he get in here?
Why is your son so aggressive? What's wrong with him, Ella?
Calm down, please. He's not a thief. He's not a burglar. He's not going to hurt us.
Who is that guy?
This is,
Who?
This is Sergei, my friend. Calm down, please.
Hey, little boy, you threatened by me or what?
Sergei, please don't provoke
Mom, I don't
him.
understand. What is he doing here at this
Viktor.
hour? And how did he get into our house? What do you want from us?
Get your hands off me!
Sergei!
Ella, please get a hold over your little boy here. I have no interest in being part of your stupid family drama.
Sergei, don't go. Sergei, don't go! Sergei.
Who is he?
What have you done, Viktor?
What is going on here? What do you mean? What have I done? Does this mean Pavel was right? Are you having an affair with that guy?
Yes! I'm having an affair with Sergei. You were away for 3 years. Your father and I, we haven't lived together for a while now. He was too involved with his stupid business. We had a very complicated relationship. We could live under the same roof for months without talking to each other. I felt so unwanted. I haven't felt like a real woman in so many years. Sergei made me feel that.
Mom, what are you saying?
Son, I have lived most of my life here as a prisoner. I was your father's prisoner.
That is not true. My father did nothing but love you. How could you do this to him?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare judge me, Viktor. Nobody ever wanted to understand me.
Hey, why haven't you dressed up? Are you going to school or what? We're leaving in 3 minutes.
Dad, I have a sore throat.
Can you tell my school I'm not going today?
Who do you think you're kidding, young lady? Even if your mom is not here, it doesn't mean you can fool me.
Dad, come on. We have a monthly test today, and I'm not ready to take it because I didn't study. And now that I told you the truth, can you let me stay at home today?
Only if it's the last time you'll do this. Okay, you just stay home and do your chores. I'll check it later when I get home.
Thank you so much, Daddy!
Go inside now and do the chores.
Yeah. Bye, Dad! See you later! Thank you so much! Take care! Yes! La, 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 la.
And this concludes our tour.
Oh,
Our
Ekaterina
tour is
finished her
coming to an
tour.
end. Do you have any questions?
No
I'd be happy to
questions,
answer
thank
them.
you.
Don't be shy to ask. We can
was
help
such
you
a
with
really
anything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming. You can come over here and explore the exhibits on your own. Thank you very much. Come again. Have a nice day. Hey girls, I really have to go to Pogodin's funeral now. Could you take the next tour, please?
No problem.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. But as far as I'm concerned, all those horrific rituals are not for a lady's eyes and ears.
Lilia, why would you say that? Ekaterina, go now. I'll cover for you.
Thank you so much.
Not again! This is the third basket already.
Good afternoon. Flowers for Miss Ekaterina Ivanov. Please sign here.
I'm wondering, who might be sending these lovely flowers to her?
I have no idea. My job is just to deliver. I don't know where it came from or who sent the flowers.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I don't know, girls. You can keep these for yourselves.
I'll take them. I love flowers, especially pretty and expensive ones. You better leave now. Maybe you'll meet Pogodin's son over there. Oh, I remember Viktor. He flirted with so many girls and then forgot all about them once he went to Moscow. What a playboy he was.
Lilia, don't be so harsh.
I'm just stating a fact, you know.
All right then. Thank you. I'll be on my way.
Hello there. My name is Yuri Litvinov and I'm investigating Mikhail Pogodin's murder.
You meant Mikhail Pogodin's suicide.
I meant exactly what I said. I don't believe he killed himself.
Well, your superiors seem to think so.
I have my own opinion on this case.
That's weird. But go ahead, I'm listening. Continue.
I'll cut straight to the chase. Are you in an intimate relationship with Ella Pogodin, the wife of the deceased?
What nonsense is that? She's old enough to be my mother.
That's a gentlemanly thing to say about a woman. All right. How are you related then? You're often seen in her company. You're a frequent visitor at her house. Or are you going to deny that too?
No. Let's just say that we're close friends.
So close that you chose not to attend Mikhail Pogodin's funeral today?
Listen, I don't like all that funeral stuff. I'd much prefer to remember them how they were in life.
Could you tell me where you were on the day of the murder?
You ask too many questions, Mr. Litvinov. I have an alibi, so do you want me to walk you through the details?
Of course I do.
All right. On the day of Mikhail Pogodin's suicide, I was on a business trip at the capital. I have hotel receipts and other papers to support that. Ultimately, some very important people can confirm I was there because they were there with me. You want their names? Do you want to know the names of the officials who can confirm my whereabouts on the day of Pogodin's suicide? Why so quiet?
I've got a pretty good guess who those people are.
Well, you're a smart guy. You don't need to be spoon-fed. I appreciate it.
Where have you been? people came to say goodbye to your father. They were saying nice things about your father, and you left all of a sudden. How indecent.
I'm indecent? Who are you to talk about decency? Is it decent to have a lover around the house when your husband's lying in a coffin?
You better respect me.
I don't, Mom. I don't respect you.
You've been away for 3 years. When your father was in the hospital, you were taking your exams, and I didn't want to bother you. When he had to be spoon-fed, I took care of him, so don't scream at me as if I never did anything good to your beloved father.
That's it, Mom. It's over. Your good deeds are in the past. You don't have to spoon-feed him anymore. And now you can live the life you want. It seems that's what you were looking for all along.
Victor, you go back inside now.
I'm not going back inside. I'm not going back to your house, Mom. I've had enough.
I see now. I guess that's why you came back here. To break my heart and trample every single last piece of it.
What? Of course not, Mom. What are you even saying? I simply wouldn't be able to do that, and you know why? Because there's another man in your heart. And there's almost no room for me. That's why I don't want to live in the same place as you anymore.
I know you're an adult now. Do what you want. Of course you can abandon me. However, Victor, I cannot do the same to you. Because I love you. I'm still your mother. I will always be here to help you. I will always send you money for whatever you may need.
Oh, sure. Of course you will, because you are in the driver's seat now like what you've always wanted. By the way, I'm starting to put the pieces of this crazy puzzle together. And it seems clear to me what really happened here. My father was murdered in his own apartment. It's crazy, right? Who benefits now, Mom? Who else but you and your lover?
Shut up.
Uh-huh.
Shut up. Nobody murdered your father.
What?
Your father took his own life. That's what the police told me. In fact, that's what's going to come out in the papers soon.
What are you even saying? You know perfectly well that the papers around are easily bribed by the powerful, and the police are no saints either. It's all just a charade, Mom. My father would never take his own life.
But he already did.
Mrs. Pogodin, could I have a moment, please?
Pavel, I would really appreciate it if you took Victor back inside the house to show respect.
Now that you know everything, please don't be mad at me.
Forgive me for storming off. Tell me, who is that Sergei?
A self-centered fool. The bad news is that his uncle is Vice Mayor Ilya Agiv. That's why that piece of trash does whatever he wants. He knows he's covered and protected all around. However, his uncle has his own interests.
And what are they?
I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Your mother is right, though. We have to go back. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Listen, can you hear me well? Do I sound like I'm okay? Well, I'm not. That idiot Detective Yuri of yours is messing things up badly. How come I told you loud and clear it was suicide? You don't say. How come they didn't find any suicide note? That's on you, mister. You have to figure it out. You're the clever one, aren't you? All right, enough chit-chat. I'll be at work soon. You better fix it now. If they look harder, they'll find it so easily.
And for today's latest news. At noon today, a farewell ceremony was held at the funeral of businessman Mikhail Pogodin, a well-known winemaker and owner of a wine factory. The 56-year-old Pogodin took his own life in his apartment in the city.
Hey, wait a minute.
The sad news was brought to us by the City Department of Internal Affairs. The motive behind the suicide was a series of business failures and the lack of success in recovering from them over the years. It is expected that Pogodin's wine factory will be acquired by the Regional Vodka Consortium. And now for the weather.
affair has been going on for almost a year now. I don't know where they met or how they met in the first place, but she completely lost her mind. And what's worrisome is that Sergei's uncle Agiv has his own personal interest. He's always wanted to get a hold of your father's winery, but it won't happen. We worked hard to keep that winery running, even during hard times.
But how could he steal it? Is it really that simple?
Well, I wouldn't say that it really is that simple, however...
Why does my mother keep saying it was a suicide?
Because this is what they wanted the public to believe. No, Viktor, your father couldn't have done it. Do you understand me? He was not that kind of man. We worked together for 20 years.
Who is handling this case?
Yuri Litvinov, chief inspector. He seems to be a good one.
I have to see him, and the sooner the better, because I have to go to Paris with my fiancé.
So you're leaving soon? With your fiancé?
Don't be ridiculous. We most definitely will. We'll bring everything. Yes, and we'll make your favorite food. Yes, you don't have to worry, of course, I got it.
Colonel, listen.
Hold on a second. It goes without saying.
This is urgent, sir.
All right, I'll call you back. All right, then. Hey, how
Listen
about
to me,
making an
sir.
appointment next time?
Was it you who gave the media the information
Oh, that.
about the supposed suicide?
Yes, I did that. You may consider this case closed already. Here, the deceased left a suicide note.
Really? Are you kidding me?
No, are you kidding me? You burst into my office just like that without
Colonel,
proper
I believe my
invitation.
call was tailed a while
I don't
ago.
have time for your nonsense and paranoia. Get out of my office.
All right, I will.
Get the hell out right
I'm
now.
leaving. But if you think that I'm just going to drop this case, you are mistaken.
Hello. Yes. Where were we? Oh yeah, that one. It was a stupid officer. Right, at 5 o'clock, it's settled then. See you there. See you, yes. Yeah. All right.
Hi there.
Augustus. Honestly, I thought you weren't coming.
I barely made it, but I wouldn't have missed it for you. Tell me, is it something serious?
It is very serious.
Do you want me to say it?
Well,
fine. I have to extract Pogodin's note from the precinct chief's office. But I gotta do it very carefully, so that nobody notices that I'm onto something. After that, I need to do a handwriting examination. And all that should be done very urgently.
Listen, you're a genius, Mr. Augustus Conrad. Genius. Can you read people's minds?
No. I just heard your argument earlier at the office with the colonel. Right. Here. This is it.
This is it. How did you pull that off?
I dropped by at Porivayev's office at the end of the day to sign some papers. And when I was young, I worked as assistant magician at a circus.
You are a very smart man, Augustus. He wants to hide that this is a murder from the public. You hear me? I also wanted to tell you what happened to me today.
Let's hear it.
Go check it out. Is the way clear?
It's clear. Let's get a move on.
Let's do this.
So do you think the incident was just an accident, or was it planned all
Here's your
along?
coffee.
Thank you very much. No, Yuri, it isn't. It was not an accident at all. Yuri, this is bad. So be careful.
Move it.
Come
on, move it. What's taking you so long?
It's done, let's go.
Easy.
Yuri, honestly, it's their very first warning. This is very serious. Just drop this case, huh? Let that winemaker rest in peace.
There was this one time when Pogodin helped me. He was a nice guy. I want to know what happened to him, no matter what the cost is.
Yuri, listen. The postman always knocks twice. You get it? Always.
Stop, be quiet. I'm calling your daddy. Get on with it. No nonsense. If you don't listen to me, I promise I'm gonna make you suffer.
Hello?
Daddy, please save me, Daddy!
Anna, what happened?
We're paying you a visit. If you want you and your daughter to live, I think you know what you have to do.
I'm coming right now, do you hear me? And I'm not coming alone!
Hurry up before it's too late.
Daddy, please save me!
Anna! I'll save you, Anna!
The postman knocked earlier than expected? Let's go, Yuri.
Listen to me. Tomorrow you'll put this back where you took it from.
Of course, let's go. Oh, my goodness.
Augustus, help me here.
Yes.
Daddy, they're going to kill me and you!
Take it easy now. Augustus, get me her medicine. It's there in the cabinet. And some water.
Okay.
Easy. Relax, my darling. You are safe now. Please don't be scared anymore. Daddy is here now. You're safe now. No one is going to hurt you, my dear. Calm down. Easy. You're all right.
They said
You're all right.
that they would come here again to kill us.
Don't cry, please. No one is coming to hurt you anymore. No one. Do you hear me? It's all going to be all right. Here, drink this. Drink it slowly. Easy. Calm down
Yuri,
now.
can you come here?
Please don't cry. You are safe now.
Listen, Yuri. You have to drop this investigation. You hear me? Anyone in your shoes would do the same, understand? Protect your family.